Hey guys, it's JC Chandler back again. Hopefully everybody's doing amazing. I am here in the studio about to try something new, something I have never done before. I've got some stickers. I put a video out showing a haul that included these holes and these stickers. So I said, well, why not? Let me try it. So I found this coaster. Initially, I bought the stickers for a keychain idea that I had, but they are all bigger than the keychain molds that I have. So I didn't want to not use them. And then I thought maybe I can make something using this coaster mold. Now, not making a coaster because this is holographic on both sides. I thought I would attempt to make a sun catcher. So let's see what happens, okay? I don't know how this is gonna turn out, but here's what I have, and I think this is all we need. Need some UV resin, need a mold of some sort. This is about it's 4 inches across, 4 inches wide, roughly the size of a standard coaster. Don't know if you can see it, but it's got the edges. I did a coaster mold in resin with this a long while back. I might, I don't know if I did a video, but I'll show, if I did, I'll put a link on the end of this video. So you need a mold. I know that I just showed this to you, but when you get a chance to get these, I'm going to use the 4mm mold hole maker, and I'm gonna figure out where to put it. So let me put that aside and have it ready. You're gonna need a sticker of some sort. It doesn't have to be holographic, but because I am attempting to make a sun catcher, that's what I'm using. Let's see, you're gonna need a UV light. I have one over here. What else do you need? I think that's it. Maybe a lighter to get rid of bubbles, right? Or alcohol that will do the same. So let's see what I decide. I might use the alcohol just because it's such a large area. Let's see, I think I'm gonna go ahead and get started. If I forget something, you know, obviously as I decide that I need it, I will let you know, but let's go ahead and get started. The first thing that I want to do is make sure that this mold is clean. So definitely, I forgot already, tape. Wipe this clean or get all the lint out that you can, if there is any. So that's what I'm doing. I hope everybody's doing amazing and that your 2025 is off to a good start. Oh, also something very, very firm to hold your mold when you slide it into the lamp, because this is very flexible. So I have a tile that I got from Home Depot, and it's a perfect size. Now, because I'm using a UV lamp, I'll show you what I'm gonna do so that I can get the other side, make sure both sides are, I have a mirror that I will put under here as I slide it under the lamp. I don't wanna, so this is the mirror. I don't wanna flash you guys with the light that's right above us. All right, so let me go ahead and get started. I'm gonna find a spot for this hole. I don't know, this is a coaster, like I said. It's not made for a sun catcher, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop it here, and this hole maker is a suction cup. This is my first time using it, guys. We're gonna see what happens. I hope I don't mess this up. And I'm just gonna drip some resin in here, and I'm gonna make one layer. I want it to cure before I put the sticker on, and then let's just see what happens. I don't know how long this video is gonna be, so if you can't stay the whole time, I understand. But I'm gonna go ahead and get this resin in here. I might need to open the bottle and pour it. So I'll be right back. So I put some resin in here and I'm trying to pop some of the bubbles that I see or bring them up to the top. So let's see if I can help that along. I've already sprayed it with alcohol, so I don't want to put the flame on it because not safe. And it's really hard to see the bubbles because they are definitely down in there, but see if I can do it this way. Now, it may not make a big fat difference because I'm going to be putting the sticker on here, but just to make sure, I'm gonna get as many as I can out. And if you've never used resin before, the thicker resin, which is what I'm using, tends to make more bubbles. And I use UV resin. So I don't know if I'll ever get to the 2-part resin. I said that in a previous video that I was thinking about doing it, and I just don't know. You have to wear a PPE mask more so than with the... You should always wear gloves with all of them, but I'm not touching this resin. All right, so it looks like I've got a good portion of the bubbles. Let me see if I can spray some more alcohol just to pop what I do see. And then I'm gonna cure this. Yep, there goes some popping. Let me see if I can get them to come up to the top. So I'm putting this one layer on here so that I can stick my sticker on there. Okay, it looks like I got as many bubbles as I can out of there. I'm gonna put this under the light and then I'll be right back. All right, so I put this in the UV lamp and I had the mirror on so that it would do both sides. I do have double-sided lamp for some reason, and then like I said before in a previous video, when I hit one button, they both don't come on, so it almost makes it... Anyway, I'm not gonna go there again. Here's a mirror, and so this is really, really warm. All right, so I'm gonna let it cool down. It looks like it has cured, so that's good, but once it cools down, I'll be back to put the sticker on. Just don't want to do it until this cools down. Okay, so this has cooled down enough, and I'm gonna go ahead and apply the sticker. Now, I've never used these before, and I just realized that instead of it being just the gold part that is a sticker, there's a piece, so the whole thing is a sticker. So this is coming off, and I have another tool which is silicone on the ends, and I think this is a nail art tool. So I'm gonna go ahead and stick this down, and hopefully I can get it without any bubbles. And in order to do that, I'm gonna use my silicone piece right here to varnish it down. Now, when I initially peeled this off, the corner here kind of rippled, so I don't know how that's gonna affect this whole thing. So I'm gonna varnish this down as good as I can so I don't see any lifting. I do see some over Yeah, there's a first time for everything, guys, so we'll see what happens. See if I can use this to press down a little bit. Can't be perfect every time, right? But let's see what we can do right now. So this has an air bubble I'm noticing. Let me see if I can rid of it. There we go. And over here, that didn't work so much over there. So there's that. I don't know if I got it centered right. So with this, I'm gonna say we're ready to put another coat of resin. And I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then I'll be back and show you what it looks like. So I'm gonna leave this in here, and I'm gonna put another coat of resin, and then we'll be right back. Okay, so I've got that second layer of resin in, and it doesn't look like there's any bubbles under the butterfly, which is good. But there's a couple of bubbles around the edges, and I noticed that the resin seeped under the edges. So I'm pressing down on the edges so it doesn't turn into a hot mess. So let's see what the alcohol does as far as bubbles go. Wow, that popped a lot of them. Good stuff. I'm gonna let that sit for a second. Move this over here so I can show you guys something. This is the mask that I wear when I'm using the resin. It's a kind of a respirator. Let's see, what does it say? Enhanced breathability, mesh, construction. I'll have to, it's got an active carbon filter in there. And then it comes with replacements here. So when that resin, even though it's UV resin and it's not the 2-part, it does have fumes sometimes. So while it's under the light heating up, I'll put this on. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it under the light, and I will be back so that we can see what it looks like. I'll take it out afterwards, but I think I'm gonna let this stay in a little bit longer. And I'm kind of nervous because I'd really like to have the other side domed a little bit, but we'll see. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do it, and I'll be right back. Okay. It's nice and cured. Move this. And it looks like, let's see. Oh man. It's not quite cured on the bottom, but that's okay. I think what I'm gonna do is just lay it on here. I'm gonna cure it. Do it that way. Actually, I'm gonna put it under the lamp over here. So give it a few seconds, something like that. I should have kept it a little bit longer, but it's okay. I don't think it'll mess up what I was doing, but I will. Let's see if I can just cure that off. First time for everything, guys. We're gonna see what happens. Let's see if I can get that to cure and then be ready to peel off. We'll see. I'm gonna let that one finish, and then I'll be right back. All right, so here we go. This is nice and warm. I would really like to put a dome on that, but it is really, it's a coaster. So let me see how this works. I'm gonna pull this out because oh, look at that. That was easy as heck. And there's a cute hole. There's a hole, yes. Nice and smooth. I have to clip that because I did get some on the side of here. Let's see. Let's see. Total experiment. Nice and smooth. I'll have to get some of the edges nice and trimmed. And then I'll file it down because there are some dips there. We don't want it to be rough, so like right there. And if I wanted it to be a true coaster, I would actually make it thicker because the coaster has a thick, see how that is? The coaster is a little thicker than this, probably double that thickness. I don't want that. I want this to be a sun catcher. So I might want to do something else with this, but I'm gonna lay it down and I'm gonna put a little resin on here because that's holographic as well, and maybe I can magnify it. So let's see if I can dome this. I need to put it on a sticky pad just to make sure it doesn't move. And then I'll be back. Alright, so I got the doming on the back, which not a whole lot of doming, but it's just not completely flat. And this is completely flat, so I may want to dome that to magnify this. Not sure just yet, but I am going to file the edges. And I think this is a win, guys. And that one on the back is holographic as well. So I may magnify them both, do a little more doming on this side to make that pop. I should have probably used a different one, but you know, this is my first time doing this and I just had an idea. I wanted to use the supplies that I had just shown you guys. So let me know what you think. What would you do differently? Would you do anything differently? Basically, this is going to be a sun catcher. Let me see if I can I'm gonna put just a string from one of the pendants that I just did. So I'm just gonna kind of sort of put this on here. And that's pretty much how it would go, right? Hang it up in the window, let that sunbeam in it. I like it. Now you can use this as a coaster because that's what the mold was. The mold was a coaster. It is a coaster. I have a set of, I think, 4 of these. I forget where I got them from. If I can remember, more than likely it was Amazon. But there's that. If I can find it, I'll put a link. All right, guys, go create something amazing. And don't forget, put the comments below and let me know what you think. And of course, thank you to all of the subscribers and everyone that hits play. I really appreciate you guys. Y'all have a great day and go be amazing. Bye. Okay, so I did add some more resin to the top and filed the edges. So I like the smoothness of the top and the bottom. So it's a little more finished, but I'm still gonna do some more to this. So I think there's gonna be a part 2. I'm almost positive there's gonna be a part 2. All right, guys, go be amazing.